Okay, so are you ready to dive into some seriously exciting news for Alien fans?
Oh, I know I am. Hit me.
All right, well, after what feels like a decade of waiting, Alien Isolation 2 is officially in the works.
Wow.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. I
It
mean,
really broke the internet.
it's got to be a testament to the first game's impact, right?
For sure, for
Like a
sure.
decade in the gaming world, that's like an eternity.
Yeah, it is. It
And
is.
yet here we are buzzing about a sequel.
Totally.
And you know what's interesting to me is, thinking about like the legacy of the Alien franchise, right?
Uh-huh.
You know how scary and captivating that first film was?
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it really translates well into the gaming world,
It does.
and Alien Isolation really captured that.
Yeah, it did. And it's so cool because with this announcement, it wasn't just like some PR, like statement.
Right.
We actually heard from the creative director, Al Hope,
Oh, wow.
who seems just as excited as we are about this.
Oh, I love that. So he's like the captain of this new ship.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm curious, what did he have to say?
Well, he basically promised like a return to the franchise's roots.
Okay.
Like he really emphasized that chilling atmosphere and terror
That's
that made the 1979 film so iconic.
Yeah.
And what really gave me chills is he directly addressed the fans. He said, it seems only fitting to let you know that we have heard your distress calls loud and clear.
Oh, wow.
I mean, how cool is that?
He knows what's up.
Talk about fan service.
He's got a lot of weight on his shoulders.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, you're right. Like there is a genuine excitement.
Right.
Like this isn't just a job for him. This is a passion project.
I love that.
And that, that's often a recipe for something really special.
Right. And yet, part of me, I don't know, I can't help but feel a little like cautiously optimistic.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. I mean, we've all been burned before, right?
Sure, for sure.
Like hyped up sequels that don't quite stick the landing.
You're preaching to the choir. Like the dangers of unfulfilled promises in the gaming world, it's very real.
Yeah,
It's a delicate dance.
it is.
Developers want to build excitement,
Yeah.
but they also don't want to overpromise. And then you've got fans who are clamoring for, just any little detail.
Exactly. Like waiting for a delicious meal, but the chef keeps teasing you with the smell, but won't actually let you have a bite.
Ah, it's so true.
But speaking of delicious teases, this article we're diving into today,
Okay, yeah.
it doesn't just stop at the announcement, it also throws out some possibilities
Okay.
for where the sequel could take us. And let me tell you, my imagination has been working overtime ever since I read this.
Oh, I can only imagine. So tell me, what kind of speculation did they offer up?
What are we envisioning here?
Yeah.
Well, one idea is to just like stick with what worked so well in the original.
Okay.
Keep
it simple.
it simple, another claustrophobic, suspenseful setting.
Yeah.
Like a spaceship or a space station. Remember that feeling of constantly looking over your shoulder, never knowing when danger might be lurking around the corner?
There was a certain elegance to that formula
Yes.
that really resonated with players, right?
So much.
It really excelled at creating a sense of vulnerability and dread
Yes.
within those confined industrial environments.
Uh-huh.
It really played on our primal fears of the dark, the unknown,
Yes.
the feeling of being hopelessly trapped.
Oh, completely. It was like a masterclass in generating suspense.
It really was.
But this article, it also brings up like the possibility of branching out a bit.
Okay.
Maybe drawing inspiration from Aliens this time.
Okay, I see.
Imagine like a colony setting
Okay.
with like, those sprawling complexes.
Right.
And a constant sense of danger, like around every corner.
Yeah, that's really interesting going from like isolation to infestation.
Right.
There's definitely a lot of potential there for like upping the ante, but like staying true to survival horror. Totally. Like a colony setting could introduce like all these new gameplay mechanics.
Right.
Maybe even some like, more action-oriented sequences.
Uh-huh.
We could see like larger xenomorph encounters,
Oh, wow.
forcing you to think tactically
Yeah.
about like your resources and the environment.
Totally.
Like how do you balance those more intense moments with that like that heart-pounding suspense?
Yes.
That defines the series.
Exactly. Like, do you go in guns blazing or do you stick to the shadows and
Yeah.
hope for the best?
Yeah, exactly.
So, knowing my playstyle, I'd probably end up hiding in a locker somewhere, clutching a wrench,
Yeah.
praying the xenomorph doesn't hear me, like my teeth chattering.
Oh, for sure.
But okay, get this.
Okay.
The article even suggests, like, an even more claustrophobic and psychologically driven setting.
Oh, okay.
A prison, like Fury 161.
Oh, wow. That's a really cool thought. I like that.
Right.
It's like the perfect blend of, like, thematic resonance and that, like, chilling atmosphere. It's like you've got that sense of confinement, right?
Oh, yeah.
Of being trapped, like nowhere to go.
Oh, completely.
Which, like, pairs perfectly with the threat of a xenomorph.
For sure.
Plus, like, a prison setting just lends itself to, like, some really unsettling, like, environmental storytelling.
Totally.
Like, imagine flickering lights,
Oh my gosh.
echoing screams, maybe even some, like, morally ambiguous characters
Right.
who could be allies.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Ugh. I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Yeah.
But as much as I love, speculating about the setting, the gameplay,
Yeah.
there's one question that's been, like, burning in my mind since they announced the sequel.
What's that?
What about Amanda Ripley?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She's like the heart and soul of Alien Isolation.
She's a true survivor in every sense of the word.
Right.
Forged, like, in the fires of absolute terror.
Yes.
You're really connected with her, huh?
Absolutely. Her journey in that first game was like one of resilience, resourcefulness
Right.
against like impossible odds.
Oh, really?
And there's so much more to explore with her story.
Right.
Like the article even points out that like she's been featured in other Alien media,
Oh, really?
like novels and comics since the first game.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So wouldn't it be amazing if like the sequel just picked up those threads and continued her arc?
That would be awesome.
Right.
And I think it would be a great way to, like, honor the emotional investment
Totally.
that players have in her character.
Yes.
To see how, like, all of her experiences have, like, shaped her. Like, how she grappling with the trauma
Right.
of everything she's witnessed.
Like, is she still haunted by that xenomorph?
Yeah.
Has she become, like, this hardened survivor, or is she still vulnerable?
Right. Exactly.
Ugh, like, I need answers.
Yeah.
But of course, there's always the possibility of a new protagonist,
Yeah, that's true.
which opens up a whole other can of worms.
It's true. You could go, like, a whole different direction. You could
Yeah.
explore a completely different corner of the alien world, meet new characters,
Yeah.
witness the xenomorph horrors through, like, fresh eyes.
Right, yeah. I don't know, it's a tough call.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, part of me is dying to see what becomes of Amanda Ripley.
Right.
But the thought of a new character,
Yeah.
someone like completely unprepared for all the horrors,
Right.
that's a terrifyingly delicious prospect too.
Totally.
I don't know.
It's a tough one.
What do you think?
It's probably sparking a lot of debate
Right.
in, like, gaming forums across the internet
Totally.
as we speak.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to remember, like, we're still early.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, we're getting ahead of ourselves, right?
Totally.
Like, as excited as we are,
Yeah.
a healthy dose of caution is always, like,
For sure.
advised in these situations.
Always, because game development is a fickle beast.
It is.
And we've been disappointed before.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
It's like, remember what happened with name of another disappointing game sequel?
Oh, don't even get me started.
Right.
Don't even get me started.
Heck, the hype was off the charts.
I know. It's like, how could they?
And then,
Yeah, it's like they had, what, like a decade
I know.
to get it right?
Right. And it
It just feels so flat.
It really did.
Yeah, they really dropped the ball on that one.
They did.
Yeah, I think it just highlights, like, the challenge
Yeah.
facing, like, the developers of Alien. Isolation 2.
Right. They've got a lot to live up to.
Like, how do you recapture that magic,
Right.
of
It's tough.
the original,
Totally.
build upon its strengths?
Yeah.
And, like, deliver an experience that surpasses even, like, the wildest hopes
Yes.
of, like, these dedicated fans.
Absolutely. Like the ones that waited a decade.
Exactly.
It's a tall order, for sure.
It is a tall order. It really is.
But you know what I've noticed?
What's that?
Like, thinking back to all those other horror franchises, right?
Yeah.
The ones that tried to do sequels,
Right.
like the ones that really worked. It's
Yeah.
like they understood what made the original so special.
Exactly.
Like they didn't just try to like recreate the same experience,
Right.
It's
got to be fresh. It can't be a rehash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like they found ways to like evolve the formula, introduce new elements, keep things fresh,
For sure.
but still like stay true to the core themes and atmosphere.
Exactly. And I think that's the key takeaway here, right?
I think so too.
It's like, it's about, honoring the past,
Yeah.
but also like embracing the future.
Totally. Like, find that balance.
Yeah, find that balance.
And who knows, maybe Alien Isolation 2 will be the game that, like, sets a new standard.
That's what I'm hoping.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
For horror sequels?
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it.
Me too.
I'm not going to lie.
And wouldn't it be something, right?
Yeah.
To not only revisit this world that we love,
Right.
but to see it expanded and enriched in ways that we never even imagined.
Absolutely. Now you're talking.
Right.
The possibilities are endless.
They really are. They really are.
Yeah.
It's super exciting. So thanks for diving into this with me.
Oh, anytime. Always happy to talk Alien.
Yeah, me too. And let us know, like, what kind of terrifying vision you would unleash on the world
Oh, for sure.
if you were designing Alien Isolation 2.
I got a lot of ideas. Trust me.
All right. Well, let us know. We're dying to hear your thoughts.
I will.
And until next time, stay scared.
Stay scared.